What is up? It's your boy Escape Route on the beat. You done know the ting. Out here with another live stream because I can't be bothered editing videos. So yeah, I might cut down this one to be fair because I actually enjoyed editing that KSI one. Shout out to everyone who's watched it so far. Really was looking. I don't know. I guess when you want creativity. It's I don't know, it's always cool to like look at old tracks, old projects, and yeah. So anyway, so I was listening to kind of like the first album I released on Spotify, and I mean it's a few decent bits. The track playing in the background is the is from that album called Mellow, and I'm just listening to it, and there's so much stuff I could have done back then if I would have known. And obviously I can't change what I put on Spotify now, but I've kind of got the idea to make not an album as such, just like a remix kind of package. Not too sure of the name yet, but yeah, just a kind of a bunch of old tracks, stuff that is unreleased, stuff that's pre kind of Spotify, that's on SoundCloud, from the first album Activate, when I didn't really know how to EQ, do anything like that at all. So yeah, I really kind of want to re-edit the tracks and just revisit them and yeah, see what I can do. So Mellow's, I really like the melody of Mellow. That's kind of what gives it the likability of it. So yeah, so I've loaded it into Logic, and let's see what we can do. Right. So yeah, so I got it in Logic. So what I've done, I think the actual tempo was 142 beats per minute. I've increased it to 160. It sounds a bit like this at the moment, as I've muted the bass. And actually, before I even get started, what I used to do with the tracks, I mean, I still do it occasionally, but you move it a little bit just so it doesn't kind of clip at the start of the track when putting in, MP3 files through to distributors. So I'm just going to move that across, and then everything will be lined up. What? 250? Mad. Yeah, with this, there's so much. I mean, especially from just looking at the drums. What? That's 3, 6, 7 drums. Some of the build-ups, so that's fair enough. But 2 kicks. Yeah, this is a bit of madness. So it's a case of just having a little look, seeing what's up with it. I already know I want to take out the bass because the bass was so it was a mixture between a no EQ bass, I think. Yeah, with the EXS, I didn't even take the reverb off it. That's how shambles it was. I've EQ'd it quite heavily, so that's nice. Yeah. But yeah, the monster bass, what's this saying? Alright, so I've EQ'd it. Again, there's not a lot on there. And now, of course, obviously I've made my own presets, made my own, plugins, adapted it to what I need them to do. So now I've got a whole kind of new sample library that I can, a whole VST library that I can, use instead of the rubbish I was using before. So yeah, so I kind of change the tempo. I'm going to edit the bass and then see what else I can kind of do, along that side. hear like the clicking sound from it already. Yeah, I haven't even, wow. I haven't even played in the notes that well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was 6. 4 there. You know what? It's a case of just mimicking what I've already had in place already. And then that's all the way along, so that's absolutely fine. There we go. Alright, that's one bit done. Alright, let's have a little listen. So I don't like that monster bass anymore. I don't like the effects of it. It's quite harsh. It's quite the LFOs. I know I can adjust the LFOs, but they're not massive fan. Gonna go to good old faithful. Go to Alchemy. Gonna get the high version of the sub bass. It's just like a little comfort blanket because I use these quite a lot with like EDM. Especially trap little bits like this. That is exactly the same. I forget where I EQ. 150 is always the way. It's always the way. Yep, 150. Give or take. And then we got to try it out. Thing with this, I'm gonna just move. So I'm gonna everything I've done new. I'm gonna highlight in. I'm gonna highlight in red. Is there any red tracks? Yes, there is. Yellow. There we go. Yeah, anything new, I'm just gonna move straight to the top. So then I know, and then we're just gonna have a little look at the drums, make sure they're popping nice and juicily. So drums aren't sounding that good. They're a bit kind of flat, not punchy or not as punchy as I wanted them to be. What's the bass? You know what? Boom, get rid of it. Boom, get rid of that. What even is this? Oh no, this would mad. This is how rubbish I was at, not rubbish at making tracks, but this is how no order. There's no order with it. This was going to be the first bit before I found the synthetic voice. Mad. That is mad. Anyway, delete. Since I found that new voice thing a few weeks back, I'm gonna try out that in a bit. Let's see what we can do. But we're gonna leave the voice for now. Vocals, I'm gonna leave out. Vocals I'm gonna leave out because yeah, it's my vocals. Well, yeah. So yeah, let's leave that out. Delete that. Don't need the piano. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. I like the downing boom. Let's have a look. Because that top half is pretty decent. don't know if the voice is gonna work, to be honest. It's it's such a weird. If I just mute that, actually, that could work quite nicely. If I don't mute this, lovely stuff. Mute that, because what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna boom, boom, boom. Keep that there. Boom. There we go. And I can just add in my little bits. Wait, have I done? I don't even know if I'd added that. There we go. So I feel like the high pitch bit isn't that great, so I'm just gonna add that in with the original, and then do it that way, just so it's a bit easier. Gonna keep that. Might just keep that the same. I just need to see how it sounds, really, because I'm just having to play around. You know, there's no, I'm not gonna release. There's no intent of releasing this. If it sounds sick, then yeah, I'll release it, or put it on something, I guess. Because this year I just want to keep making bangers, keep putting out music. Future Desert. The idea and a few of the ideas I had for maybe 6 months. But in total, the couple of months maybe the whole album took. It wasn't that long. And it was 15, 14 tracks on there, and then Smooth Moves comes out, Levels 2, dedicated to my dad, that only came out August, and then Wobble before that. So I think definitely the last 2 years I've been pushing a lot of cool music and making whatever I want. It's cool. Love this bit. This is what I remember. I used to send this to all my friends. Not all of them, but I used to send this to the guys. And I'd always put it on like Instagram stories and stuff. With this bit, I just loved how the melodies kind of interlocked with each other. And yeah, it's such a sick kind of thing to have in. But this, because I've just switched up the voice, it no longer works greatly with it. So I'm just going to, oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh, I should have copied that really, because then I could just muted it. But yeah, and then with this, I'm just going to pitch it up. Oh, whoa. What's this saying? fair, there's not a lot I can kind of do with that track. It's nice. You know, when I made it, I really loved the melody. Still love the melody as well. I've kind of tightened it up, made it a bit brighter, by changing it up and stuff like that. A few little edits. It hasn't really taken me too long. 26 minutes of me streaming? So it's about 20 minutes took me to kind of mess around with that. Love that track. That is a potential. And to be fair, I mean, looking on. Wait, shout out Smooth Moves and shout out Wobble and shout out A.F as always. Mellow, decent track. I mean, 9-track album, 2017. I mean, I made it 2016. But yeah, long time now. I'm trying to think what other tracks are cool from Spotify. Let It Go was a banger. To be fair, I haven't heard any of these in a while. I don't even know if I still have the. Oh, I do. See, there's no order here. I've called this one House, New House. Let's do New House, I guess. This could be. I remember vaguely not remixing, but messing around with like another version at that time of Let Go. I think it was, because that's the kind of the big house where it's like dong 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 dong. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, Abbey Road. Yeah. So most of these. Oh, this is quite colourful. It's like this is like fruit pastels. Oh my word, jeez. Oh, this takes me back. I haven't opened this project in ages. Yeah, so obviously the ones that are here are bounce in place versions of that. So these are the actual takes. But because I didn't have the effects, you can see what I've got. Did I? Oh, I don't think I recorded. Oh no, I did try it. Oh, I can't even remember. It was so long ago. This is Bedford days. This is like 2016 bangers. But yeah, I don't know what I've done here to the new version of it. It's probably this colourful stuff here, but that's a little gander.
Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time. Oh yeah. You don't want it though. No, you don't want it though. Always letting go. Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time. Oh yeah. You don't want it though. No, you don't want it though. Always letting go. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, Gonna give you my love.
Oh, wait, to be fair, that back in the day, this was something of a madness to me, because this is like the first track. I think this was the first track I actually recorded and fully mastered for this album. And to be fair, I didn't really master anything beforehand. Not that I master anything on a regular anyway, but yeah, recorded Jaden. Shout out to them. Yeah, they're a massive help back in the day. But yeah, this is the first one that I got some vocals on, and yeah, I just remember feeling so gassed about it at the time, because I love this house beat is a madness. There's a few bits that kind of I cringe at now, but especially when it comes in here.
Gonna give you my time, oh yeah. You want it though. No, you don't want it though.
Like, well, you know what? Let's just do some escape route. I don't know how this would work, or I don't know how this would sound. To be fair, but I mean, who knows really? Let's give it a gander.
Always letting go. Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time. Oh yeah. You don't want it though. No, you don't want it though. Always letting it go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Looking back at this is cringe, man. The beat's sick. It's just this bit. I'm trying to do some like 80s rave. I don't even know what this bit here is. This is probably the original. Wait, let's play it. Fair, those the chords are strong. The chords are quite strong with that. I don't know what this bit is here.
Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time. Oh yeah. You don't want it though. No, you don't want it though. Always let it go. Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time. Oh yeah. You don't want it though. No, you don't want it though. Always let it go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Always let it go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my time.
That
Oh,
straight away, the side chaining is giving the vocals such a punchiness. There's so many. I mean, there's so many edits that I should have done. I mean, the organization again is flipping shambles, but look, you need to cut. I mean, sometimes you don't need to cut, but this I should have cut. I know there's a few little like swallows from Jaden, so I should have heard that when you're in a studio. Oh, I can't even believe it. I cannot believe this. Love this. Love this, though. Love this.
Gonna give you my love.
Mad, mad, mad. That is a banger. Certified banger. Slightly embarrassed because there's so much rubbish on them. On there. What else we got? Drum bass, madness. Changed. Oh, another one. Shout out Jaden again. Remember, we just used to like organise Thursday afternoons at the studio at Bedford, and we just used to go. We used to message, and then I'd say, you know, big man, do you want to get on the track? And yeah, they were more than happy to do it, and you know, obviously help me out. There's done a few remixes that I've done as well on levels. Right, let's have a little listen to this.
You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, oh you don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, oh you don't want me. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed.
Jeez, what a banger. I remember sat at my mum's with my laptop. I don't know, I think I was on and off watching something on the telly and then making the track, and I remember I think I had these headphones on. No, I had my old headphones, my old Sennheisers 202s, I'm gonna say, potentially. I think everyone just had them at sixth form because the cable was like 5 million meters long. But yeah, making this. This is before I remember just messing around with this demented percussion. Mad, what a mad sound. But yeah, playing around. I don't even know what key is. I don't know, but I played around with that, and then I was like, "Yo, this is madness." And then what's the bass saying? Oh my word, yeah, like a fully kind of progressive house bass. Drums again. What's this saying? I really wanted it. I mean, I can't play it because it would get copyrighted, but really wanted it to be reminiscent to Jaws. Jaws' track Game or something. How it builds up and then it goes level 1 and then boom into it, and then it will kind of go again to the drop and then level 2 and then. But I really liked the flow, so I kind of scrapped that kind of idea. Still kept the build-up idea with this kind of bit here, but yeah, further on I was just like, this is a banger. This is a banger. And yeah, madness. So just sidechaining the vocals there makes such a difference. I don't know why I didn't do this, because I believe I did have the sidechain plugin at this point. Yeah, 100% I had this plugin, because this is one of the first things I bought, and as soon as I got this the iMac that I'm working on now, I was like, right, spent the money on this, spent the money on the monitors. I already got the MIDI keyboard. It's pretty much just when I got my setup, really. And then I thought, you know what? The last thing I need to get is this kickstart, just for easiness. And at the time, I didn't really understand sidechain compression, so it kind of helped me out, seeing it visually. But this is a banger, man. I reload the thing, reload it.
You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need.
Reload that. What? I can't stress how much this is a banger. Reload the thing, reload it.
You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, I'm no good for you. You don't need me, I've changed. You don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, oh you don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me, oh you don't want me.
What a banger! What a banger! You know what? I need to make a changes 3-year anniversary. Well, I mean, when was it? September. Changes anniversary, I guess. But then maybe, I mean, what's the album cover? The album cover is me sat on the bench. So maybe after, obviously everything's kind of back to normal, get my boy Michael to get a lovely juicy picture of me sat on the bench. Changes remastered, coming soon. I don't know. There's a few these two ones with Jade in them are bangers. Obviously Mellow, it's obviously a banger as well. But Evening, alright. So they're just old. They're old me. They're not the way I kind of make tracks now. It's just like I'm literally on a different level to them now. I haven't made levels 1. I'm kind of discovering little bits and bobs in trap. But levels 2, obviously, using elements from kind of everything I've done really. Lyric writing, with emotional experiences, beat making, different EQ technique, everything there. And then obviously Future Desert, just doing whatever I want, kind of going back to my roots, escape roots. Yeah, I'm literally on just a different level. I think you get that with people like Adele naming the albums after herself, and she's on a different level each time. And especially now, I think she's doing one more or something soon. And again, that's going to be on a different level to the album 21. So yeah, man. Let's see what this one. This is the intro. I remember vaguely. I can't actually remember what this sounds like, to be fair. Straight away, I that first bit sick. This bit though, the drop is trash. So we just don't want to talk about that. I just dislike this drop with a passion. I know what I was going for, but it didn't work. At the time, obviously, I thought this was mad, but yeah, just the start. I wanted. I don't know why it's called "What Am I?" because that's weird. But the start, I kind of wanted ambiguity. Is that a word? I used that on the phone an hour ago. I don't know how to say it. Ambiguity. Anyway, I wanted mysteriousness. Wanted the organ, called the church vibes and all that lot. Put them both on there. Sounding banging. Violin. This is when I first started getting into film scoring. A bit of that. Then I was going to go into the house. Drums are sounding pretty cool. The build up, love that. I just didn't execute the drop at all. Like, you're listening to this is the original how I put it in, and I thought this was right until I uploaded it. This was gonna be the main one. That sounds tons better than this rubbish I put in. There, like, I tried making my own. This is when, just looking back, it's cool to see how much I've improved, but it's just bad to see. It's like people when they react to old videos, it's like, what are they doing? Like KSI, I'm bringing him up because he's a G. But like, what was I thinking? And then I didn't really appreciate house that much, so I kind of like tried switching up when really I should have just copied that over there, maybe done that 16, maybe 32 bar kind of jam, and then change it up after that. Yeah, this is trash. I can't even justify that. Like, nah, we're not even saving that. Dean B. That Zantini style was a thing I experimented with, but I couldn't pull it off, so I just left it off. Because I wanted a nice round figure on the album instead of just having 9 tracks. But yeah, let's bang this one out. This is one of my favourite tracks, one of my funnest to make. Yeah, it's the most fun track. Sent it to my tutor, he kind of rated it, being a drum and bass producer himself. And yeah, very colourful. Copied this. Well, I say copied this. The inspiration was from Kirby, boy. Crazy EDM DJ from the UK. Doing bits as always. But yeah, it's he's got a track called Hoo Ha with Fox Stevenson. And it's kind of, the melody was based off that kind of. But yeah, love this track. fun track. I'd never remix this. Nah, I didn't even know. I'd never redo this anyway. That's because it's a banger. Save that. What else we got on here? We got first version change even control. That's a banger. I'll always leave that chill vibe. I think I'd probably get copyrighted on the vocals for that for Charlie. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to. I know I haven't spoken to him in 8 years, so who knows. And I got it from his record label anyway. Santini style. So Tom's is Zanetti. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Tom Zanetti, if you're kind of my age, maybe a bit older, you know he made some bangers for the summer. You Want Me, I think, is a track of his. I can't remember the names. Mad Club summer anthems. So I kind of wanted to do my own style of it because it was, it's banging views, banging plays, and it's quite popular. So gave it a bash. Didn't end that well, but yeah, there we go. To be fair, it's not actually as bad as I remember, but I just couldn't really get any inspiration for it. So I just it's one of them tracks that are just going to be left there. Then obviously I made the YouTube videos because back then they wouldn't upload it to YouTube like DistroKid, so I had to kind of make it myself, put it on my channel, and now they automatically do it with the with the buy fee. There's so many tracks here. Taco. This is a shout out. Only a set few people know about this banger. Wait, I think I've tried to. Oh no, this is gonna go on. This is gonna go on Future Desert. But you're mad. Based off a Vine, I think it was, or a video I saw with this guy dropping his taco. So, mad track.
Boy, he's got his free taco. Boy, he's got his free taco.
That madness. Sometimes you find cool stuff when you're This is a fat bass. What even is the mono? Yo, madness. I must have started. Let's see how this sounds. I don't even know. I didn't really. I might have come back to this maybe a couple of years ago and then put it on the just put it on, because this is when I started making bit crushes for kind of 8-bit sounds, making computer games from the Japanese chiptune. Mad, this is actually a banger. Now, that is a certified. What a find! What a find! So many files in there. What with me? That I butchered that. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Josh, mate. Josh Ferdinand. I butchered. Well, I wasn't that good then. So, if you want me to remix it again, shout me. But yeah, I did a poor attempt with doing it. Activate. I'm trying to find like projects of Unity. So this is from the very, very, very first album. Activate. I don't know why I called it Activate, but activating escape route, really. Oh wow. So at this point I don't think I had my MIDI keyboard, so I was just using it on the if you press like Command K when you go on Logic on your laptop, you can bring up like a little MIDI keyboard with like keys. And yeah, I was just using that, and it was long trying to play the chords in, because you only get like an octave or just a tiny bit more than an octave, and it was long. But yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I think this is the first one I showed my friend Matt. But yeah, I don't know what I've done to this. It's all color coded. I never used to color code, so seeing that blue stuff, I'm a bit like, what have I added to it? So I've added a few bits and bobs. I didn't really. I play it in, quantize it, and then that'd be it. Really, I wouldn't really extend the notes. Rain. I'm just gonna go through them. If I like anything, obviously I'm gonna remix it a bit. Rain. I don't know why I'm calling. They're called stupid names. I don't know why. Like the dun 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 dun. So I like the bass line. Don't like the sub. I don't know what this is saying. Tropical vibe. Chewy is, of course, a classic banger. I thought that was gonna bang. It got views. I think it's on like 500, something stupid like that. But yeah, it didn't get famous from that. And to be fair, I wouldn't have wanted to get famous from that, because I've learned so much more. You know, going to uni, doing other stuff. So if I want to get famous now, someone famous, shout me. I'm always here. This one that I wanted ocean, so I just got this ocean sample. Put it for this kind of ocean vibe. This is one of my favourite tracks. Again, all of these are on my SoundCloud, I believe. But they're all overlap. I literally have no clue why I've named these this way. Yeah, this is using original sidechain compression. Again, making my own kind of instrumentals. I never saved these. That's quite a solid one. But I haven't really done a lot to it, so that's probably why I didn't save it. Banger, banger, this one is. Okay, there's a few bits I could change, but yeah, as I said before, it's just crazy to kind of see how much I've changed from, making these beats to go on to Future Desert. I mean, I really want to do a video breaking down each kind of thing here, but yeah, everything I've kind of made, has led me to right at the top, which is, oh, there's me. Future Desert is such a compilation of skills, tips and tricks of the trade. Paying homage to stuff that's inspired me over the years with music. There's hints of Calvin Harris in there, there's hints of Zoo, who I recently discovered a few years back. EDM, Hardwell, Stevie Aoki, so many people I look up to, and obviously sci-fi films of the 80s. You got The Rise of Machines, literally the title of Terminator 3, and obviously with a throwback there in it. It's just a madness, all of this. I'm trying to think if there's any more. I mean, there's a lot of rubbish. The Rockabye, that always gets copyrighted. I don't know how it didn't get copyrighted on Spotify though. Maybe for fair use. DJ set, that's how I used to do a mixer. I kind of like just mess around with the mixing software. What else have I got? That's the escape route. Levels. Nah, that's my new stuff down here. Mix downs. Let's have a quick. Take on me. This is madness. I don't know if it's got the full everything, but this, I should have released this. To be fair, I might release this as just a single one. Maybe just remastered, because this was literally the first ever Logic track, or first ever Logic project, shall I say. What? Cancel? Yeah, so this is like the first Logic, and then it's a case of like a sound design project where want to use as much sound design as possible. So using Foley, just creating really whatever you wanted. I consolidated the track as well. And then I actually used Foley, that obviously I recorded myself, and then I went to London and decided to record the Mind the Gap thing. Oh, what banger! What a throwback! I haven't heard this. There's a video as well, but I don't know where the video is. I think it's on. It's somewhere. Wait, is someone? Let's go on. I've got my stream thing here. No, I wouldn't load. Because it's got the. I'm streaming through it. But yeah, let's have a little gander. As I said, I haven't listened to this in years, so I'd love to remix this, put it out, as this was literally the first track. Going from Cubase, knowing it ish well, to going to this, Logic, which then now, I love it, but at the time I hated it because it was just, when you learn a new DAW, it's like going to Pro Tools. Pro Tools is obviously very different, very difficult to use, but if you're using, when you know how to use Pro Tools, you're laughing because it's, it's so good at recording. MIDI, it's one of them, but this is this is gonna be enjoyable. I wish I had the video to show, because that's where you kind of get the inspiration for it. And I think the first ever sound I loaded was that Chinese Fuji code. So I just typed in. I think I just had a little gander and went to the just went to like the ethnic synthesizer section of the library and picked that because in the video the guy has like a trippy, looks like he's on some LSD or something like that, I don't even know. He's on a trip going from London to Tokyo. So he goes from London and then ends up in like this underground train, and the train transports him. It's a massive trip, but yeah, so that's where I got the inspiration from. But yeah, let's have a little gander. Also, this is probably going to sound disgusting because I don't even think I actually mixed it. So, yeah, let's give it a little go. Also, I no, I should keep it playing, but this is kind of where I discovered how easy it was to make house on this to compare with Cubase. Nothing against Cubase, decent software, but it just shows how user-friendly Logic is, which, you know, is amazing. Because I picked this up, as I said, it's scary going from a different DAW to a brand new one that you've never used before, and this, yeah, the user-friendly skills of this was amazing. But yeah. Jeez, that is not mixed well at all. I just want to get like a cleaner mix quickly, just so I can have a little. If I just mute, wait, if I just. You know what? I can just do this. Wait. I don't know. I haven't got the mind the gap. Oh no, wait, I have got the mind the gap audio. So. Yeah, this is a man. Yeah, this literally, it was just cool making this. Yeah, as I said, sound design was a big part. So kind of making your own sounds through granular synthesis. So there's a sound somewhere there. It's just a train put into Alchemy. You know, grinded up. And then spat out in millions of different pieces, and then so yeah, I amended a sound similar to a train but kind of not a train. That makes sense. But yeah, let's get a nice solid mix going. throwback. What a throwback. Absolute madness. I remember this. I didn't know how to. Oh my word, what have I just done? I didn't know how to sidechain at the time. Like, crazily. So, if you watched a few tutorials, it was a bit confusing. So, my tutor kind of did that for me. And kind of taught me how to sidechain, which is kind of cool. And obviously I got the Nicky Romero bit, I think like a year later or so, but I love the melodies I created, especially this bit. I kind of, obviously everyone knows chopsticks on the piano, and obviously from, you know, music theory knowledge now, I know messing around with the Mixolydian scale gives you those ethnic kind of vibes, messing around with modes, scales within scales. But yeah, love this melody. And then already I was at a stage where I liked interwinding little melodies, so hence why I did this static bells and then put it on there. Oh man, I need to come back to that. 100% saving that. Oh, what a throw! Literally, just brings back the memories. Because as I said, this was the first ever thing I added, and that was the first sound. I reverse engineered a few little bits and bobs, so that China sound is pretty much just I think the Fuji sound had a few different bits and bobs that I didn't understand at the time with the ES2 synthesizer. I mean, there's still some stuff on the ES2 because it's a bit crazy when you open it up. It's a bit, you know, especially these bits here, they're kind of a bit hard to understand. But I did it, reverse engineered it. I learned a lot from this, and this was the kind of foundation of how I learned Logic Pro. It's kind of cool. So I say if you're making tracks, if you're making beats, you know, anything like that, or if you're at uni or the sixth form or whatever you do with Logic, throw yourself in a deep end. Try and do a remix. Try and, I don't know, just literally just throw yourself. Just get sounds. If you don't know, you know, about the library or don't know about the Apple loops, just, you know, just get your phone, record some sound on voice memos. You know, send it to computer, drag it in, or if that's complex, just go to Apple Loops. Just drag some samples in, you know, drums, get bass, maybe get a little synth going. Sometimes they do it in packages, to be fair, like house one, and then the drums would be house one, and then so on. But yeah, just throw yourself in the deep end and just get on, because that's what I learned, and that's how, you know, obviously I've bettered myself by obviously through uni. Obviously, I learned so much through friends, through artists, through looking at people's repertoires, reading, listening. Yeah, always listening. Don't always just listen to, say, one genre. Just open it up to maybe classical one day. Not a fan of classical, let's go to jazz. Not a fan of jazz, let's go to rock. If you're not a fan of anything, then why are you beat making? Like, just definitely open yourself up to new genres, and then you kind of just make bangers. I didn't know a great deal of music. I mean, I knew quite a little bit, but we weren't doing ethnic scales crazily at sixth form. It was just normal kind of theory, basic classical theory, and from watching films, from listening to all kinds of music, you have an idea of what a place sounds like. If you think of New York, you're going to think of taxis and horns. If you think of London, you're going to think of buses, and so every single place has got a sound to it. And that's what I kind of did for China, with going to Tokyo from that. So I don't know, that's just my kind of thoughts anyway with it. But yeah, I definitely want to release this, want to have a little work on that, because that's mad. That's made my day, actually. I forgot I even had this. Take On Me remix, that's probably going to get copyrighted, so we don't want that. Trap, no, we don't like that. Context and listening. Oh, so many. So this is all like first year of uni stuff. And yeah, it brings back a lot of memory. I need to go through all these, have a look at the essays, and kind of refresh myself of what I've done and what I've kind of accomplished, which is mad. Because obviously you've got Escape Route on one side, you've got Josh Cowley, the film composer, on one side as well, and then you've got all the essays at uni work and all the info kind of spreading out into both kind of seeds, trees. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of looking back at old tracks, and yeah, that's how it is. So I'll leave it there. It's been your boy Escape Route, and we'll see you next time.